on YouTube. I just wanted to do a quick video. I took a defensive pistol class back at the beginning of March. It was all about extreme close quarters kind of stuff, and I brought both of these pistols. I got a CZ75B and a CZ75 compact. While this video is talking predominantly about the CZ platform, it's probably applicable to just about any platform where they make guns in different sizes, and the only difference is a chop on the slide and a chop on the grip. So I wanted to understand what, if any, differences there were. And at the close quarters ranges, obviously, there's honestly not a lot of difference. Then honestly, the compact was performing better. It's faster out of the holster, and it's just as stable for, pie plate sized targets at less than 3 yards. So I was really kind of surprised at how I was actually favoring my compact to my full size. The full size recoil impulse is smoother, it's more mild. I prefer the timing of it. It's more similar to the competition guns, which I've spent a lot of time with. So I actually prefer the way the full size shoots instead of the compact. But ultimately, it's a game of compromise. Everyone always talks about how carrying a handgun is a compromise, and even without the context of pretending to be able to fight to a rifle, there are compromises by going with compact versus a full size, and we'll kind of dive into what those are. So jumping in with the full size CZ75B, the compromises you face with this is it is slower out of the holster. The extra, 3/4 inch of slide and barrel assembly or so really kind of slows down clearing the holster and getting onto target. The added length in front of the trigger guard provides more of a lever for somebody who's trying to disarm you to grab and steer the muzzle away from you. And probably the number one compromise with a full-size pistol carrying every day in an inside the waistband holster would be a compromise on comfort. The muzzle goes much further down. You have to be of a certain body type and a certain size to make the muzzle work inside the waistband. And similarly, you have to deal with the cant to deal with the longer grip angle. So those are the compromises there. We'll dive into the compromises on the compact. Going with the compact, the compromises are gonna be really obvious kind of out of the chute. The number one compromise and most obvious would be the capacity. The flush fitting magazines for the CZ compact are 14 round magazines versus the 16 or 17 rounds that you can get to fit flush in the full size. Next biggest is going to be the sight radius. The sight radius on the compact is abbreviated compared to the full size pistol. While that doesn't matter at the ranges we were shooting in that class, but while we had some downtime, I was just kind of A-Bing from the holster, seeing what it was like to shoot at about 20 yards from the holster and see, giving myself a par time of about, 1.5 to 1 3/4 seconds from the holster and in concealment, 20 yards, what kind of hit that would net. And predictably, I was able to keep more shots in the center of the target with the full size than I was with the compact. That could be a factor of the full size has proper sights, competition type sights, even though, good sights are good sights. They're used in competition because they're good, not because they're only usable in competition. The other compromise is velocity. The barrel's not as long. Lots of duty ammo is designed around a 4.5 inch barrel versus this, I believe, is a 3.9 inch barrel. So you lose that. The other thing you lose is the extra length in the grip. There's about a 1/2 inch more in the grip of the full size, and the extra grip really does help you establish a good fighting grip on the pistol when you go to draw. So the grip is more consistent. It's easier to get a good grip on while it's in the holster. So what's the point? What did we learn? Well, if you follow any of my videos, for a long time I was carrying the full-size CZ75. Every once in a while I'd go down with the compact, and it largely was based around kind of how I was feeling that day. I prefer, just because I kind of like the full-size better, the full-size 75, but there's no denying the comfort that the compact holds. So, out to about 10 yards, there was no diminished performance with the compact size pistol. It was totally fine, and It could hit at speed at those distances, no problem, but once you stretched it out beyond about 10 yards, that's when the full size really started to gain an advantage. So it makes sense why policemen carry at least 4.5-inch pistols, and rarely do they carry just the 4-inch models. So what did I do after the class? Am I still carrying the full size, or am I settling for the compact? The P01 Omega. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave comments.